Welcome back, Tube Dwellers, to game number 3 in a best of 5 series from the round of 8 of the Kaspersky Arena, September of 2013. We have in the top right-hand corner of Neoplanet S, your red Zerg player, Liquid TLO, finally going with a standard color. Thank you, TLO, for refraining from straining my casting eyes. His opponent spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, the blue Terran, Empire Happy. Nailed it! Perfect intro. Let me not fuck anything else up. Let me not say anything else until we get direct into the commentary. Okay, well, then we'll be waiting in silence for a few moments, as I'm sure the beginning of this game will unfold probably stereotypically. We're getting ready to see a 15 hatch come out of TLO, followed up by a, let's call it a 15 pool. Might even be a 14 pool. This is a smaller map. Map size is one of the main things that tells me as a Zerg player when I should go all the way up to 17 before building the pool, or when I should go up to 17 and then get a gas and then build the pool. Happy's going to go for a less macro variant. The barracks first, and actually, whoa, this is a worker cut. Happy built a barracks on 12 and cut a worker to also build the refinery on 12. That's a very quick refinery. I didn't see whether or not he did that in the last game. But this smells like some kind of tech, cheesy kind of timing to me, which is cool. I like to see that. Switch it up. Make me put to my job of casting your game even earlier. Given this is a smaller map, a lot of those tech timings do work a little bit better. It looks like it was a 15 pool after the hatch opening. So TLO, you know, wanting to feel safe above all else. I would almost expect to see a single gas come out here sometime shortly after 2. A lot of times getting ling speed or getting a few roaches early can be crucial on this map. This choke is pretty easy to hold though, so Hellion harassment in one way, since the map is so small, can be kind of risky, but since this choke is so small and so close to your natural, it's kind of easy to fend them off. You could probably do it with a few queens. You could probably even include your natural queen as one of them, as that distance to walk to inject is pretty small and entirely on creep. It is a Reaper, again, from Happy, and this time, last game, he went a single Reaper and stopped. Immediately went into his tech. This game, though, it's going to be a Reaper follow-up to the Reaper. So, 1 Reaper, 2 Reaper, 3 Reaper kill drones. TLO spreading his Zerglings out. That may allow Happy to pick a Zergling or 2 off. It looks like he's going to take a couple pot shots at a drone. Then he's going to jump out of there. We're not looking at Reaper control the likes of, say, Maru or I don't know, Apocalypse, to drop a name that I haven't heard since Wings of Liberty, who I've seen a number of games in which he had ridiculous Reaper control. But Happy is going to get the main objective of spotting everything out done here, and the Reaper's still alive. Took me a while to build to that point, but even though Happy's not being super fancy here, and even though he hasn't gotten a single kill, actually, this Reaper did take a Zergling kill out front here. Not a single drone kill. Even though that hasn't happened yet, he's still got 2 Reapers. He's going to continue to be annoying here. TLO is building 2 more queens. That'll pretty much totally shut the Reaper shenanigans down. Probably even kill him. Matter of fact, Happy may have... Nope! Perfect judge on how much damage that queen would do to the Reaper. And now he's going to move the other one forward. Wow, what a little peckerwood. Meanwhile, TLO doing everything he can. Sends 2 Zerglings over to the front. It's going to force Happy to take a SCV off the mineral line and repair a little bit. As minute as it is, this will slow down Happy's build. And it also kept him from moving the factory over immediately. He had to build 1 Hellion, a single Hellion out of the factory, before he put the factory on the reactor. Very smooth, actually. That's a hell of a delay. And TLO knows, too, having seen all that this is the route Happy's going to go. And he is going now. He's got the 2 Hellions popping out. He may have another 2 behind it. Not yet. It looks like he has other investments on his mind. Stim started. The second gas is going. 2 barracks with reactors. Reactors immediately tells me that he's putting together a timing with Stim If he were feeling nervous, he might not get the reactors yet and instead build some Marines out of those two. But the reactors tell me that he wants to do something when this stim completes, and I wonder if he's going to have a starport coming down pretty soon. I would expect so. Just another depot on the bottom. A tech lab. Is this going to be tanks? I smell a tank stim pushing. Timing. That seems like it could be pretty good on this map. Abuse those chokes. Siege tanks' wide range allows them to really cover space as well. The smaller the chokes, the easier they are to cover anyway. Stacking them tactics. And a tank is coming. Look at this. Wow. I think that might be like the first prediction call I've ever made as a StarCraft caster. I tend to stay to like, you know, the play-by-play, like a horse race commentator. Just kind of spout out what's going on so I don't get myself caught up in revealing how stupid I am. But holy hell, I just made a prediction and it happened. I'm really happy. I'm really happy about these things you're doing, Happy. Imagine that. Self-fulfilling prophecy. TLO's going to get a third down. Happy's going to spot it out and be annoying, but I think that's about all. Queens are very slowly marching over to take up protection of the hatchery. And Happy will have to run from the queens, because that little force he's got there is not made for killing queens. It's made for killing zerglings and or workers. Probably more so workers. The Reapers aren't necessarily so good against zerglings anymore. They did light bonus damage, they were, but it's no longer the case. A couple zerglings going to get taken down. TLO's going to try to move in with an Overlord. I don't think that was successful, though. Happy had a lot of Marines up there. He does see a factory on a tech lab, and that's actually quite a tell. Seeing that tells him siege tanks, because there's no way he should be getting the upgrade for the Widow Mines yet. He should be getting a number of Widow Mines before investing into something that incrementally helps each one. Incrementally was not the right word there. I meant like just that the cost is split amongst how many you have, you know, because they all got upgraded. If you're building Widow Mines one at a time and getting the upgrade, you're spending a lot of money on just a few Widow Mines. Whereas if you get a bunch first, then you're not really spending all that much money considering how many Widow Mines you have. Alright, point beaten to hell. TLO. Oh, can he catch it? I don't know. He looks like he's going to get the surround. Yeah, ultimately he will. You know, the Reapers, slippery little devils, they're going to slip right out of there. The Zerglings are faster, though, especially on creep. They don't even get to jump back into the main. It looks like Happy wanted to spot what was up there, and the Spire. You know what? That's really close. Reapers get vision before they actually land on the high ground. Nope, he didn't see it. I think he would have had to come in a little ways anyway before his vision circle got that far. So, Mutas is the play. +1 damage is coming, so TLO looks to be continuing investments in Mutas through this game. And 8 to 9 Mutas are in the cooker. We're going to see a count here. 8, I believe, is the perfect number to one-shot Terran workers. No, hold on, that's wrong. 6? 5 is the number for Protoss and Zerg. 6 is the number, I think, for Terran. Just because that bonus 5 health that SCVs have. The Mutas are out. They're heading towards the main, but this push has come together. Happy. I love how this push looks, honestly. Stim on some Marines, 3 tanks, 2 medevacs. He can stim if he wants. He's got enough medevacs to, you know, cover this force. He's just now starting +1-1, so there is no damage involved in this push. Muta's in from the side. Oh my god, they get a tank. TLO doesn't even lose a Muta. That was beautiful. We're down to 2 tanks. However, 2 is enough to one-shot Banelings. So if a cluster of Banelings come in, 2 is enough to really mess them up in huge numbers. Happy's hemorrhaging Marines at the same time, though. Some of these out in front that are on the edge of the tank's perimeter, TLO's running in and picking off. And now he might have just enough Zerglings to occupy the forces. He does. Actually coming in from the top there with plenty. The push is shut down. Happy can't deal. It looks like everything was on this. He's got a third base coming out, but wow, that is actually really surprising. I mean, I guess there was a lot invested in that. Happy doesn't really have much at home, And TLO did come out with a lot left over. Even these Mutalisks are going to be really hard to deal with. Wow. It's really weird. Seeing a Zerg do something aggressive, it not pan out and him quit, sometimes makes sense. Because if a Zerg takes a cost-ineffective engagement, it's basically over. You can't really do that. As a Terran, though, a lot of times you can kind of rely on your defenses to pull yourself out of tight situations. It's very odd to see a Terran attack, fail the attack, and then just GG out. But I think it was totally appropriate. I think Happy was pretty well screwed. So that push that I was liking a lot, there goes that. Thanks for watching, guys. That's going to be game number 3 in this best of 5. Now 2 games going towards TLO. Happy's going to have to pull it back. Stay tuned for game number 4 coming right at you. Bye-bye.